Why hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Car Juice. Today I'm going to be going over the 2025 BMW 230 Coupe. The 2 Series has been one of my favorite cars that BMW has released in recent times, as it still drives and feels and operates like how BMW did back in the old days. I just absolutely love the way that this car looks. For the 2025 model year, however, they have just made it just a little bit better. They've added 4 new colors: Frozen Portimao Blue, Skyscraper Gray. They have also added in Vegas Red, which is my very favorite color, and they have also added Frozen Pure Gray. So this is a color that already existed, but it does have some updates for the 2025 model year, which is why I grabbed this 2025 to showcase for you guys. They added in a couple of different 18-inch wheel designs. They also changed the extended Shadowline package away from the extended Shadowline package, and they started calling it the M Sport Professional package, and added in a couple of extra little creature comforts, such as the very cool red brake calipers. These before were a extra standalone option you had to pick up additionally on top of the $350 extended Shadowline package. Now it all just comes as one part of the other package. Horsepower and overall output for this model year has been basically kept the exact same. Underneath the hood, you're going to find a 255 horsepower 4-cylinder, getting very good fuel economy, probably around the 26 or so mile per gallon range in local driving, and then on the interstate you'll probably get right around that 30 to 31 miles per gallon. It's unclear. Let's see. Let's do some quick little research. So this one does not yet have the mild hybrid system on the 2025 model year. So as far as how it all goes and operates, it will basically be the same as it has always been. Whenever you come to a stop at a stoplight, it'll temporarily shut off and then turn back on. However, there are some other good improvements on the exterior, namely the rear quarter panel and the rear rocker panel, as well as the rear diffuser, are all actually color matched now to the rest of the car. Prior to the 2025 model year, these were a separate unpainted material, and now they're color matched to the rest of the body, making it look a little bit more premium and a little bit higher quality. That M Sport Professional package is also going to net you the extra spoiler here on the back of the vehicle. This is an X-Drive model. Here in the Midwest, for the most part, we always get X-Drive cars just because it is just easier to sell those. Trunk space is really not too bad on the 230 Coupe. It is perfectly fine if you're just like 1 or maybe 2 people on a weekend. I'll demonstrate the trunk space for you here now. Let's see. All right, so if we close ourselves in here, how much space do we got? So I fit in the trunk approximately like 1.8, 1.9 times. So if you are trying to transport a couple of bodies, you will be a-okay to do that. You also have the ability to put down the rear area in the rear cargo area. If you don't need to use the back seats, you've got 2 little flaps here up at the top where you can quickly just pull those and then push the seat down. So if you have to transport something a little bit longer, like if you're doing a house project and you have a 230 Coupe as your only vehicle, you're not going to be in too hard of standing. Overall fuel economy combined is 28 miles per gallon. You've got 25 in the city and 33 on the highway. And this current vehicle as equipped is $52,250, which is about what I would recommend. It's got things like the premium package, the parking assistance package. Both of these are very integral to the vehicle's overall quality and making it kind of feel like a BMW. On the inside, sorry, the wind is absolutely crazy today, and it's so cold, but the rest of the week is going to be down in the 20s, and December is a busy month, so I needed to get one more video recorded so that I would be able to hit my content goals for December. But you also are going to find on the interior that you got a new flat bottom steering wheel that looks quite nice. You can also finally now add adaptive cruise control for only $500, which was not a thing on the 2024 models, making the 25s a little bit more practical to live with on a day-to-day basis. Previously, you had to get the driving assistance professional package, which was very expensive and frankly just not quite worth it on a $50,000 car, and priced out a lot of consumers from getting adaptive cruise. You can also, if you're looking to save another couple $100, probably $500 or so, you can delete the moonroof. The moonroof does close with power just by pressing one button. You can slide that back and forth. And then whenever you get the M Sport package, you also get these cool M letterings on the door. There are also 5 new interior trim options. This is the dark graphite trim, but there's 5 trim options instead of just 2 trim options now, which makes it really nice. And then also on the interior, you have kind of this little shelf that will display your ambient lighting color. And then they added the purple nurples to the inside of this car as well to control the vents. So the vents look a little bit more modern and kind of sleek compared to the previous gen. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat, which, while remaining unchanged for the 25 model year, is really not too bad. I had a customer come in to test drive this exact car earlier today, and I was able to sit behind him without too much difficulty. You know, at 5'8", you know, not a huge guy, but I do have plenty of space here in the rear if I wanted to you know, sit in the back seat behind somebody going out to dinner or anything like that. Oh, much better. Sorry, I was doing some crazy autofocus stuff. So in the back seat, I've got probably about 2 to 3 inches or so of legroom, and then headroom wise, there isn't much left. I've got probably about 2 inches of headroom, and again, I'm 5'8", so I'm not a tall guy by any means, but it is not too bad back here. You do have your own vent controls, so you can you won't freeze to death immediately, and there is a little armrest, so you can rest your arms and put in 2 drinks in that back here. You've got this weird tray that you can use if need be for like random things, but probably not a great car if you have young kids that are going to be frequently having to get in and out of the back seat. The seats do power fold forward and automatically slide back and forth, so if you're having to get in and out of the back seat a lot, it's not going to be that inconvenient. And there are a lot of great safety features in this car as well, such as the automatic high beams, which are standard. So at night, they'll automatically kick your high beams up and down. And then this car also does have accident, like collision mitigation and brake warning, all that kind of good stuff too. That is basically all of the main features that I wanted to go over on the interior. Last thing I do want to mention is the heads-up display, which does remain unchanged for 25, but it is full color and very nice. And it goes very well with the iDrive 8.5 operating system, which basically allows you to do pretty much everything that you want. You've got all your different widgets here. The BMW Intelligent Personal Assistant, able to put down your windows, change the ambient lighting. You do have 17 different colors of ambient lighting that you can choose from, depending on what your mood is that day. So, not quite as many on the 2 Series. Looks like you've got 9 different colors of interior lighting you can pick from. My favorite's flamingo, so you can always tell if I've been in a car for a test drive, because the lighting will always be set to flamingo. I'd also recommend setting that to reduce for night driving so it's not too abrasive. And you do have a wireless charger there, which you can hide away if you don't want to look at your phone or be tempted while you're driving. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys here on the window and then put another version of you guys on that window, and we'll take this thing out on a quick spin. I literally couldn't have picked a windier day, but I haven't recorded a video in like 2 weeks and I'm running out of content, and I am just trying to be a YouTuber. It's very stressful. So inside of the BMW 230, you're gonna find yourself in a very, very comfortable cabin. I do really, really enjoy the new steering wheel that they came out with for 2025. It just feels nice, it fits in your hands very good, and the paddle shifters just go right in the right spot. It's also nice having the flat bottom steering wheel because you can rest your hand in the bottom center of the wheel while you're driving, making it very easy for those long trips, especially with having adaptive cruise control now. You can actually just kind of relax and let the car drive itself while you're on those longer trips. As far as road noise goes, the 230 is not a bad car whatsoever to drive around in on a day-to-day basis. Not too much wind noise. You don't have double pane glass or anything, but listen. Pothole? Yeah, you really don't hear too much. Overall, it's a quiet car, it handles well, and it turns in very, very well also. It's just fun. The ZF 8-speed transmission makes driving this thing very fun, especially whenever you put it into Sport Plus. It throws in an extra 10% power to the rear wheels, making this thing very fun to slide around and kick out. And we're also going to throw the traction control off. That allows you to slip and slide around in the corners a little bit easier, so you can kind of kick it out. And it's just really fun to drive this thing from a day-to-day basis. The black on black on this exact car is also really nice. This car is basically put together exactly as I would spec it out. So right at that 52,000 price point. On a 230, you don't need to splurge and go for the leather seats, in my opinion. You just don't get that much extra for what you're spending, the extra $1,500. With, you know, 255 horsepower, you're not going to be like ripping it through the corners, so you might as well save the money and get the more comfortable option for the seats. The 25 is definitely worth the extra couple $100 that they added over the 2024 model, of the nicer steering wheel, the extra wheel options, which are very cool. I love the wheels that are on this exact car. They just look really sporty and nice. And then overall, it's just like the 25s are just a little bit more polished up, and they have also just added a lot of cool things, like the extra paint colors are really nice, and the fact that the rocker panels now match the rest of the paint scheme of the car makes it feel and look more premium. The extra interior trims allow you to have more customization. They're finally have toned in the 2 Series, and we've been getting a lot more interest on them on our lot, so it's kind of cool hopefully seeing more of these in the future, just kind of driving around, because the 2 Series is just such a great car. But without further ado, guys, that was my review on the 2025 BMW 230 Coupe. If you guys have any other questions or have concerns about the model, please comment down in the comment section below, and I'll give you my honest feedback, as I always try to do. I'm not a car salesman, I'm just a car guy that talks about cars and happens to sell cars. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.